The history of policing system in Burma, Myanmar. The original official name of Burma is Union of Burma to Union of Myanmar since 1989. The Republic of Union of Burma is situated in Southeast Asia. From north to south, Tibeto-Himalayan mountains stretch along the border. In the southwest and south, Burma borders the Bay of Bengal and Andaman Sea. During the reign of the Myanmar monarch, local police were formed under the mayors and village headmen, and they were also the military reserve personnel. The police force in Myanmar have an extensive history. Police force also includes local police and regional police in different jurisdictions. The British policing system was introduced in 1885 when the Union of Myanmar became a British colony. At that time, the police force was known as the Burma Police. British rule of Myanmar. The Indian Imperial Police was primary law enforcement in Burma until 1937, when it was split from British India. Police officer in Burma, Sir Ashley Dean, assigned the police officer to be stationed at Maliwan, 1870 to 1875, third mayor of Mergui district in 1872. And George Orwell, most famous policeman in Burma. Orwell spent 5 years from 1922 to 1927 as a police officer in the Indian Imperial Police Force in Burma, now Myanmar. He left Burma abruptly and decided to become a writer. Orwell's first novel, Burmese Days, was set in the north of the country, but people in that country say Orwell's best-known works, 1984 and Animal Farm, are also about Burma.
Laws. The 2008 Constitution of the Republic of the Union of Myanmar does not explicitly protect the right to freedom from torture or other forms of inhuman or degrading treatment, although Article 21 protects the right of liberty and the right of justice, and Article 353 provides that nothing shall, except in accord with existing laws, be detrimental in the life and personal freedom of any person. Under the Constitution, every citizen shall be at liberty in the exercise of the right, if not contrary to the law, enacted for union security, prevalence of law and order, community peace and tranquility, or public order and morality, to assemble peaceful without arm and holding procession. In connection to our Constitution, the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, 1987, Article 3, wherein it established the relationship of the individual to the state and defines the right of the individual, limiting the lawful power of the state. It is one of the most important political achievements of the Filipinos, wherein in Section 1, no one shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. In Republic Act No. 9745, an act penalizing torture and other cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment or punishment and prescribing penalties thereof, in Section 6, freedom from torture and other cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment or punishment, an absolute right, torture and other cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment or punishment as a criminal act shall apply to all circumstances. A state of war or a threat of war, internal political instability, or any other public emergency, or a document or any determination comprising an order of battle shall not and can never be invoked as a justification for torture and other cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment or punishment. Sources of law. The principal sources of law in Myanmar are legislation, judicial decision, and customary law dealing with personal law issues such as marriage and divorce, adoption, succession, wills, intestacy, transfer of property, religious usage, or institution.
Police use of force. The 1898 Code of Criminal Procedure, Chapter 5, governs the use of force during arrest. Section 46, Number 2, allows a police officer to use all means necessary to effect the arrest. Section 46, Number 3, stipulates that nothing in this section gives a right to cause the death